Most people assume lawyers exist to help find the truth. That's only partly true. A defense attorney's primary obligation is not to justice in a moral sense. It is to the client and to the legal process itself. At the heart of this obligation is something called attorney-client privilege. This rule means that anything a client tells their lawyer, confessions, details, even admissions of guilt, must remain confidential. Without this rule, the entire legal system collapses. Why? Because if clients feared their lawyers would turn them in, they would lie or stay silent. And without honesty, there can be no defense. Without defense, there is no fair trial. Without fair trials, there is no justice. But here's where it gets disturbing. Attorney-client privilege still applies even if the lawyer knows the client committed murder. Let that sink in. A lawyer can hear a full confession, not a suspicion, not a rumor, but a detailed account of how a life was taken, and still be legally bound to silence. They cannot report it. They cannot share it with police. They cannot tell the victim's family. In many cases, they cannot even reveal the location of the body. To the public, this feels impossible to accept. It sounds like aiding evil, like placing procedure above humanity, like allowing technical rules to override moral responsibility. But the law sees it differently. The purpose of attorney-client privilege is not to protect crime. It is to protect communication. The legal system assumes something crucial, that the state, with all its power, must be challenged. Police investigate. Prosecutors accuse. The government seeks punishment. The defense exists to test that power. And to do that effectively, a lawyer must know the full truth, even the parts no one else should ever hear. If privilege disappeared the moment a client admitted guilt, defense attorneys would become investigators for the state. Clients would withhold information. They would distort facts. They would make their own defense weaker, and the system more dangerous. Because once a lawyer cannot be trusted, no one can be defended properly. And the law is designed around a radical idea. It is better for some guilty people to go free than for the system to become one where the innocent cannot be protected. That principle is hard. It is painful. And in cases involving murder, it feels almost unbearable. Yet it remains one of the pillars of modern justice. The lawyer is not there to decide guilt or innocence. That role belongs to the judge and the jury. The lawyer's job is narrower and heavier, to ensure the process is fair, even when the truth is ugly, even when silence feels wrong. And that silence, however troubling, is not a loophole. It is the rule.